This is it, folks. Comedy Tournament Season 2. We've got 12 of the funniest clean and Christian comics from across Canada, and they're going to battle, head to head, every night. We've got 4 guys they gotta buy. They don't have to go in that first round. I gave them the golden ticket.
Okay.
After that, it goes to the semifinals and then the finals. There's only one winner. There's 12 finalists, but there's 11 losers.
It's too fast!
It's going to be funny, it's going to be hilarious, and there's going to be some stress, mainly on me, because I'm doing everything. Enjoy.
It's exciting.
Well, I'm really excited about the format this year at the Comedy Tournament because it's a one and done. It's like a March Madness kind of thing. You have an off night, you could be gone.
This season compared to last season for us has really been, well, you know, it's like going from sleeping in a tent to the Hilton.
And I'm here because I got the privilege to be a judge on a comedy tournament for season 2. I think when I did a season 1, it was an audition. I don't think I knew it was an audition, but I got season 2, so I got a feeling it was an audition. And I think I passed, so I'm really happy about it.
Last year we were just involved in the finals, and this year we're involved in the entire series. So it's been, it's going to be a lot of fun, I hope.
The strategy is almost as important as how funny you are. Well, no, that's not true. You got to be funny. But if you don't have a good strategy going in, or, you know, the idea is you want to make it to the finals, but you want to use all your great material just to get to the finals.
Season 1 was very interesting. It was very cool. You know, we saw a lot of different comics. And when you're on the other end, instead of being a performing comic and actually kind of judging, because you know what the comics are going through, even if there's some hard critiques you have that may be harsh, you know kind of how you can take it to where it can actually help you versus actually being said to where it just feels like somebody's just trying to be mean and hateful to you.
Some comics are going to be leaving some stuff on the table. They're going to be leaving some stuff that they didn't even get to show because they decided they would try other material and they didn't get to showcase it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that breaks down.
I'm Daniel Woodrow, and I'm from Toronto, Ontario.
Daniel Woodrow was on the 2007 comedy tournament, and he was a kid then. He was living with his mom.
I got into comedy, I started doing it at my home church at their youth group, and I said some inappropriate jokes, and they kept me coming, and I kept writing cleaner jokes.
I remember going to pick up Daniel Woodrow to go on the road with us. His mom was already scared, like, I don't know, is Christian comic, is that even a real thing? And she's all worried. And Tim was sick. Tim Boyle was sick. He was in the van with us. And we pulled up to the house. And Tim got out, and right away it was snowing out. There's a big snowbank, and he went right over to the snowbank and was like, he was puking all over the snowbank. Hey, Daniel, hop in the van. It's time to do some comedy.
When I did the first comedy tournament, it was probably like 3 months into doing stand-up, so I was pretty new.
His mom wasn't thrilled.
The way you notice you're in the wrong bathroom, you open the stall door, there's this little silver box. That means run for the hills, boy. I thought it was a comment box. I was like, okay.
Since then, I've had a lot of experience. I guess I technically went to school for comedy writing, but I don't know if that helped too much.
Went to Humber College. There's a comedy course you can take. He took it, and he hasn't looked back since then. He's been in Toronto working out at many of the, not physically working out. He's still very thin.
I'm rooming with my competitor, Will Twinstra, so I was kind of scared last night because he found out he was competing against me, so I thought he was going to try to poison me or kill me in my sleep, but that didn't happen. And so it's going to be an awkward night tonight because only one of us is going to be happy.
I gave Daniel Woodrow a bye because I think he's one of the top guys in this competition. He's got such an amazing stage presence.
If I was going to describe my comedy, I would describe it as Mr. Rogers if he was black.
He's funny, and his punchlines are strong, and he's just got the whole package going on. This guy's a contender. He could go all the way.
I personally think that Black History Month should not be a month long because that just makes it not special. Like if Halloween was a month long, people would be like, okay, my costume stinks now and I want to go home. I don't even like candy anymore. But if Black History Month was one day, I would just get on the bus and be like, no, I'm not paying, and I'm sitting at the front. Thank you. Thank you. It's a Rosa Parks joke. Thank you. I grew up in this neighborhood in Ottawa that was kind of rough or whatever. So I tried to fit in by wearing bling bling. But I dress it the same way I do now, so that does nothing. It's like putting a cone in a horse's head and be like, check it out, guys, real life unicorn right here. Just found it. We're flying around all morning, but I can't prove it now because he's tired. And there's a good chance you live in a dumb neighborhood when in the bathroom of a pub, there's a sign that says, no drugs allowed in the bathroom. Really, is that going to do anything? No one's going to be like, hey, Bob, I just purchased these drugs in the alley. You want to, oh, there's a sign, let's go. Always follow the rules while doing drugs. That's like being like, sorry, sir, this is a no robberies allowed bank. Can't you read? Put your gun down and go.
The judges, it's going to be great. It's Bonehampton, Thor Ramsey, Darren Streblow, and me. We go back. I go back with them as well. Those guys are like kind of like the Three Musketeers. And the other guy.
Hi, I'm Darren Streblow. I'm from Minnesota.
Wasn't named, but he was in the group.
I am Bonehampton.
My name's Thor Ramsey.
He carried their swords. That's basically what I am.
I was asked to be on the show when Shonda Pierce dropped out. She had it was like a cable guy coming over or something she couldn't reschedule.
That's okay.
I'm kind of like the Larry Norman of stand-up comedy.
Comedian / actor / daddy. Oh, okay, that ain't got nothing to do with the comedy term.
And I think Bone is kind of like, maybe Randy Stonehill.
We've got some great judges this year. Not only are they hilarious comedians, they're also good friends of mine.
You people probably don't know who these people are anymore.
Thor Ramsey is also a judge. Funny guy, angry guy as well.
What I look for in a comedian is originality, and sometimes they're funny.
He reminds me a lot of my dad. Just kind of, it's comforting when he yells at me. It makes me feel like I'm back at home.
It's going to be a little hard because I know whatever I say, Thor going to disagree. I'm like, I think it was wonderful. I think your comments were great. Well, not necessarily, Bone.
When Thor laughs really hard, I know it's got to be funny because he hates everybody.
Well, I hope they're funny. I hope I'm not disappointed. No, I don't know what to expect. People in a contest. To me, that says desperation.
We had somebody who never told jokes and they was a judge. They were like, well, I didn't like him because you don't know comedy. That's why you don't like him. Shut up. That's not good for a show that's kind of faith-based. That don't sound Christ-like.
So my wife and I, we actually just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. Yeah. I don't know why you're applauding. You don't know her. But no. My wife and I have been married for 15 years. We've known each other for 3. And I will say, marriage is a continual adjustment. Ladies, if you want to know what's going on in your husband internally, it's this. What are you doing? I'm adjusting to you! Forever! I'm still trying to adjust to the fact that my wife tends to overreact, especially when we're driving. We'll be driving along. All of a sudden, my wife will go, "Oh no! What? Looks for a diesel, a deer, something." And she goes, "I forgot my sunglasses." What a coincidence! I forgot a change of underwear. So. Since I have to change, we can get your sunglasses. This is working out great, honey.
My name is Matt Falk. I'm from Ontario, Canada.
Matt has grown so much as a comic in the last few years. I mean, he hasn't been in the game that long, but he has the presence and the writing and the whole package. I mean, he looks like a veteran out there.
I heard about the comedy tournament years ago. I was involved with season 1. Leland found me on the streets. I was just lying there, and he just like, you look funny, and he brought me up, and I competed. You go down that death drop water slide, and the jerk behind you grabs your shorts. So now you're going down the slide head first, on your stomach, buck naked. Now it's more like... Which would be fine, right, gentlemen, if it were one big, long tube, but it's not. It's a bunch of little tubes connected. So there's little divots. Little razor-sharp divots. You're at the top of the slide, you're Catholic. You get to the bottom, you're Jewish.
The problem is, it's a little single white female thing going on. You know that movie where she started to become that person? Matt, like, moved out near me and was like, I'm the Mennonite comic. And like that was my thing. It's my thing. And and he's hanging out around the house, and he's trying to get my sons to call him dad. It was creepy. It was really creepy.
I got 3rd place in 2007, or in that season 1, I got 3rd place. And basically, I came back because that's not good enough.
He was a kid. He was a lot skinnier then. If you go back and look at that footage, he was like me back then. And since then, he's tripled me in weight and in comedic stature.
I don't know my style of comedy. I'm me on stage talking about stuff.
The biggest thing is that audiences just fall in love with him. I think he's very, very likable.
People tend to like me when I'm on stage for some reason. It doesn't happen in real life, but as soon as I get on stage, apparently I'm likable.
He's a performer. He's a stand-up comic. He's very versatile. He's got a lot of energy.
When you put people in competition, normally they get all cutthroat and mean. But when it's a bunch of Christians in a competition, it changes the dynamic completely because God looks at you and goes, come on now. So for instance, I've prayed with all of my competitors already, and we're trying to help each other. We're trying to make this the best event possible. So it was really cool. The mini tour, getting to know them, and I'm sorry, what was the question?
I'm saying music in your day was attractive. You could walk up to a girl just reciting lyrics to a song and it would be beautiful. Unforgettable is what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. That's why, darling, it's so incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks I'm unforgettable too. Beautiful. Can't do that today. Not quite as romantic, is it? I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you. I've got those moves like Jagger. I've got those moves like Jagger. I've got those moves like Jagger. You can throw other songs in, it doesn't help. Baby, 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 whoa. Baby, 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 whoa. I'm sexy and I know it.
Darren Streblow from Minnesota. He's the new guy. He's taken Shonda Pierce's place. We just wanted a lot less talking, and we get that in Darren Streblow.
He's like, hey, Streblow, what's up? How you doing today, Bonehampton? Nice to meet you. That don't mean he ain't funny. That just means he should have drunk more milk and ate vegetables when he was a kid.
I think there's some kind of controversy, like, well, we need a female perspective. We got, so then my phone rings.
I met Daren and Leland at the same time. Met them at a some sort of conference, I believe. It's a conference of people who gathered together. They all told jokes.
He taller than me, so sometimes he talk down to me, not because he trying to. It's just, I don't know how to talk to you, Bone, except talk down to you. That's what happens when you one of the twin towers from Minnesota.
Leland and Daren both a little more demure, tall, but really very tall and lanky guys. And if you put them together, one solid white guy.
But there ain't gonna be no fights with Streblow. It don't matter what you do. You walk up, slap him. Bam! What's up, Streblow? I'm doing good. I kind of That felt good the way you slapped me in the face. It didn't feel good, Streblow, but I won't fight with you because I'm from Minnesota.
I hate judging people. People that judge, I hate them. Hate.
I have kids, 4 of them, and I have a baby now. And the baby's personality is developing. It's a little scary. I went to kiss him goodbye, and he grabbed this part of my hair and yanked. I yelped with pain. That scared him, so he punched me in the face. His older brother is a random child. Now, some of you know exactly what that means when I say that, but if you don't, you say stuff to a random child, they respond in a way you don't know if they're talking to you or some spirit in the room. Like, you need to go clean up your toys. Well, Mario is a fish. Okay, you got to go clean up your toys. If I ran 1,000,000 miles, my breath would smell like a puppy. Are we in the same dimension? Chocolate, Eiffel Tower. So I clean up his toys. And then his older brother has a speech issue, kind of an impediment that he's growing out of. It's adorable, the way he talks. It's just so cute, but he gets furious when you don't understand him, which happens all the time. You know, how old are you? Foy. What? Foy! What does a lion say? Roy! You wanted to watch a video. He said, Daddy, I want to watch Tudabad. What? Tudabad. Can't understand. Tudabad! And he shoved the DVD in my face. Tudabad! Tweety Bird. He said, oh, Tweety Bird, got it. He's like, Moyan! And he walked away.
My name is John Mackenzie Henderson, but I'm known as Johnny Mack on the radio. I was born in California, and I come from Calgary.
Johnny Mack is a returning comic from the Comedy Tournament 2007. He didn't make it to the finals that year, and I thought it was a shame.
I tried twice, and I was close, but I never quite made it.
I used to have a big white winter jacket. It was poofy, kind of made me look like the Michelin Man. One day, this complete stranger comes up to me. She's like, are you someone else? I'm like, no, it's me. And she's like, well, you look like a marshmallow, and gives me a big hug. It was really uncomfortable. Although, you know, it did kind of make me feel good because I thought I was the only one who hugged my marshmallows.
So when I started to do this comedy tournament, I got a hold of him right away and I said, dude, I want you back. And that sounds weird, doesn't it?
Well, I'm very glad that I got a bye. That was great. The only thing is I don't really know what I'm up against.
I gave Johnny Mack a bye because I think he's that good.
I think I'm the funniest ever. So if it was based on that, I think I would, win.
Johnny Mack could go all the way to the finals, and that's why I gave him a bye. He's clever, he's funny, it's original stuff, and yeah, he's going to do it.
I'm going to win, definitely. I'm going to murder them, the audience. I'm going to slaughter them. I'm going to tell jokes that are so funny that they're going to laugh until they are dead. I'm going to go down and I'm going to perform CPR, and then I'll be a hero.
Johnny can bring it. That's all.
When we got married, as soon as we finished getting married, even at the reception, people started asking us very personal questions. Like, hey, you guys had your first fight yet? Huh? You been fighting? You fought? I try to answer honestly. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we have fought. Like last week, she claimed that she loved me more. I was like, no way, I love you more. We planned our wedding. First thing she said was, okay, we need to book a ballroom for the reception. I'm like, okay, well, let's think of places that have ballrooms. Chuck E. Cheese has a ballroom. McDonald's Play Place has a ballroom. Actually, maybe that was our first fight. She's always looking out for me, though, making sure I have enough socks. She bought this giant bag of socks from Costco, and it had a Ziploc-style resealable bag that it was in.
It's not like you need to lock in the freshness.
Bonehampton is coming back as well, and you always know he's going to say something crazy. But then by the time he's done talking about it, you're like, oh, that makes sense, actually.
Bone is very extroverted. He talks. He's good at it. He talks. He talks. You know, I asked him the time once, and 5 minutes. 5 minutes. He got hoarse.
I met Bone at a comedy slam, which is kind of like comedy kickboxing.
I got tricks. My tricks is like, be loud and country. People think it's funny when you loud, Bone.
He does the dialect, the very African-American thing. But off camera, he sounds like Dan Rather.
He's much blacker during an interview than he is in real life. I'm just going to say that.
You know, sometimes, though, you need to keep me and your personal business to ourselves.
You can't face the truth, then you should probably get out of comedy. So that's why I'm retiring.
Mainly, I perform in churches because I don't like to cuss on stage. And so I like to give God the glory when I do what I do because that's just the kind of dude I am. Me and Jesus, we kind of cool like that. It is what it is. That's the hot new phrase right now. Everybody is always saying that. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the new way of saying somebody about to take advantage of you. Okay? Don't nothing good ever comes with it is what it is. There's always something foul. Ain't nothing cute like, hey, here you a check for $2,500. For what? It is what it is. It ain't never cool like that. There's always something foul, like you show up on a blind date. You're supposed to be a woman. Bone, it is what it is. No, it ain't. Just give me your hand. That's all you need to do. That's probably the main reason I ain't got a girlfriend right now. That ain't why. Movie prices. That's why I ain't got no girlfriend. Expensive movies have just ruined my dating life. Remember back in the day, fellas, when the movies was cheap, so you didn't really care if the date worked out? You know, she'd be like, Bone, I don't want to go to the movies with you no more. You too loud and country. I don't care. $4.50, bye. Ain't nobody scared of you. My mama gave me $10. I got $1 left. That's 4 more games of Donkey Kong. You go to the movies nowadays, even popcorn costs $972. You be like, girl, if I spend this much money on you, you're going to see me again. Voluntarily or involuntarily. It is what it is. Because, you know, it's the thin line between flirting and stalking. No, it is, because if a girl think you cute, she would never accuse you of stalking her. Brad Pitt can be hiding in your bushes at 3 o'clock in the morning, and y'all will be like, that's so romantic. Get low, Brad, get low. Peekaboo. I see you. I show up at your job with a dozen roses and a teddy bear. You're like, how you find out where I work? Well, it would have been a lot easier if you gave me your real first name. Yvonne. Got me looking for Wendy over at the Walmart. Now her husband tripping. And I want the money back for them flowers I sent to her job.
My name is Timmy Boyle. I'm from Toronto, Ontario. Is that all you want?
Timmy was my road manager on the first comedy tournament.
I was tour managing and then began to do some time at the beginning of the shows and entered into the tournament in Curtis, I guess, and had my 7 minutes. That was all I had, and I was pretty excited about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you tonight a man who is definitely in my top 10, top 25 funniest people that I have ever heard. Would you please give a warm welcome for number 50 on my list of funniest people that I have ever heard? Oh, that would be Cher. Okay, 51, Leland Leland Klassen.
He's got such a different, such a unique and original stage presence.
If I was to describe my comedy,
he's probably the only guy on this entire series who weighs less than me. So that's kind of why I want to keep him around as much as I can. It makes me feel better about myself.
my strategy is, what is my strategy?
He's going to do well. I gave him a bye because I think this is one of the top guys.
I'm one of the bye guys, so that's a lot of pressure, but it's definitely a whole different atmosphere right now, because last time I didn't expect to get in the tournament, and this time I've been looking forward to it for a long time.
I have the gift of sarcasm, people. Anybody else have that gift? It's a good gift. Comes with a lot of responsibility, though, because it's a lot like an exorcism. I call it sarcasticism. I use it to deliver those people that have been possessed by the village idiot. You know those people? They look like us, but something's a little bit off. You know what you get when you cross a scrawny, awkward little kid with the gift of sarcasm? A scrawny, awkward little punching bag, folks. Not everybody wants to be set free, okay? The time came when I thought maybe I was going to have to give up sarcasm. Just cut it out, cold turkey. And I tried to quit it, but I don't know if any of you have had to quit anything in your life. It's very difficult. For example, smokers. When they got to quit smoking, sometimes they got to remove from their life all other smokers. Because whenever those people are around, they feel the need to light up. Well, quitting sarcasm is very similar in that in order to be successful at it, you need to remove from your life all of the morons. Because whenever those people are around, you feel the need to light them up.
Next time on Leland Klassen's Comedy Tournament, Round 1 begins with Will Twinstra and Wayne Dahl. See you then.